So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. Now make this lecture series a part of your daily routine, a daily habit of yours, because if you have this habit of practicing MCQs from current affairs on a daily basis, well, it will really help you out. It would not only help you to revise your current affairs, it would also give you the much needed MCQ practice. And this MCQ practice would come in really handy for you whenever you appear for your prelims examination, no matter how far that exam is. Okay, this is a good habit to have. It will really serve you well and you'll realize it when you appear for prelims examination. So make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. And we shall begin today's lecture with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding Bharat Gen AI. It is India's first private-funded multimodal large language model designed for Indian languages. It was developed under National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber-Physical Systems. It was developed by Technology Innovation Hub Foundation at IIT Bombay and is available in 22 Indian languages. Now look, the world is after AI, right? And the most famous brand is ChatGPT. We all know about it. And ChatGPT is basically a large language model. Okay, you can ask any question with ChatGPT. It appears that a human is answering those questions. Clear? Now, the thing is that mostly ChatGPT is utilized for various purposes, but those purposes are solved in English language. Okay, it is very well developed for English language. Now, we need Indian languages in these large language models also. Okay, we need an AI model that suits Indian languages. Therefore, Bharat Gen AI model was launched recently, which is a multimodal large language model designed for Indian languages, 22 Indian languages. Okay. Now, it is India's first, that's true, but it is not private funded. It is India's first government funded, completely government funded large language model. Okay. So, this statement is false because of the word private here. Now, this Bharat Gen AI model was developed under National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. Absolutely correct. So, it was developed under this mission. And it was developed by Technology Innovation Hub, which was established at IIT Bombay. So, this statement is correct. Only 2 statements are correct. The answer is B. Question number 2. Which of the following is correct regarding Umeed portal? It is a centralized digital platform for registering and regulating Waqf properties across India. It is implemented by Union Home Ministry in collaboration with state Waqf boards. The portal will include digitization and geotagging of Waqf properties. Now, as you all know, Waqf properties are those properties that are donated by Muslims for charitable purposes. Basically, the idea is that any Muslim can donate their property to God. Okay. Now, God will manage those properties through its people. So, the idea is that you donate this property to God and this property shall be administered as per Islamic law or Sharia. Right? Mostly it is utilized for charitable purposes. And this property is basically managed by a Waqf board. So, any Muslim can donate their property for their religious and charitable purposes. Okay. Now, recently, Waqf properties, well, there were some disputes with respect to Waqf properties and their management. So, there was an amendment that was brought about in the Waqf law. Okay. Recently, that amendment was passed and it has received President's assent. Now, just after that, we want to further streamline management and registration of Waqf properties. Therefore, government has launched an online portal called the Umeed portal. It is a centralized digital platform where all Waqf properties would be registered and regulated. Okay, so this is correct. The portal is launched so as to properly manage and register all these Waqf properties. Okay, to improve the efficiency of management of Waqf properties. Now, this Umeed portal shall be implemented not by Union Home Ministry but by Ministry of Minority Affairs. Union Ministry of Minority Affairs in collaboration with state Waqf boards. So, this statement is false. Now, this portal is really advanced. Okay, it would not only digitize these properties. Okay, it would also geotag them. So, you can look at their geographical information. You can look these properties on a map, digital maps at this portal. Okay, so this is correct. So, the correct answer is 1 and 3 only. Okay, C. Question number 3. Consider the following statements regarding scheme to promote manufacturing of electric passenger cars in India. It is a scheme to incentivize domestic and foreign manufacturers of electric vehicles in India. The scheme was launched in 2024 by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Now look, we do want to promote electric mobility in India, right? The purpose of promoting electric mobility in India, well, there are various purposes. Okay, first of all, you want to do this green transition, you want to reduce your dependence on fossil fuels, right? You want to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, you want to reduce your import dependency on fossil fuels. We have to import a lot of crude oil. So electric mobility has many purposes. Now the world is shifting towards electric cars. Now India wants to take economic advantage of this shift also. So we want domestic as well as foreign companies to manufacture EVs, electric vehicles in India. Now to attract them to set up their factories in India, we have launched this scheme. Under this scheme, financial incentives, subsidies would be provided to domestic and foreign manufacturers manufacturing EVs in India. Okay, so it would not only help us transition to electric mobility, it would also improve manufacturing in India, which would generate a lot of jobs. So that is why this scheme was launched. Now this scheme was launched by Ministry of Heavy Industries. Okay, not by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. It was not launched by DPIIT because DPIIT is under Commerce Ministry. This particular scheme was launched by Ministry of Heavy Industries. It was launched in 2024, but by Ministry of Heavy Industries. So this is false. Only one. The answer is A. And last but definitely not the least, which of the following is our correct regarding first-person view drones? Because these drones were recently used by Ukraine in its attack on Russia. The pilot of these drones sees what the drone sees through a camera attached to its body. These drones have a disadvantage of reduced situational awareness causing disorientation. These drones have a cost advantage since it is very cheap to manufacture them. These drones have a very high range and are mostly used for combat purposes. Now, the thing is, drone warfare is very popular these days. It was popular in India-Pakistan conflict, the recent 4-day conflict post-Operation Sindoor, and it has been quite popular in Russia-Ukraine war also. Okay, now drone warfare, drones that are generally used in combat, well, basically they use GPS. Okay, they use a proper GPS map. Okay, and in that map, the drone is basically flown by someone looking at that map and flying a drone. It's just like playing a video game. Alright. Now generally drone for combat purposes is used like this. But what are first person view drones? Okay. FPV drones are those drones in which the pilot who is manipulating or operating this drone sees what the drone sees. So camera is attached to this drone and whatever the camera is seeing, basically whatever the drone is seeing, the person is seeing. This is known as first person view drone. Okay. Now the problem with these drones is that you can only see what the camera sees. Whereas in case of GPS, you can even watch your surroundings. Okay. But in this case, the only disadvantage it has is that you can only see what the camera sees and camera does not see everything. So it reduces your situational awareness causing disorientation. Okay. So this part is correct. But the best part about this drone is they are extremely cheap. Like, as per recent reports, it takes around $500 to manufacture a drone like this. Okay, just $500 to manufacture a drone like this for combat purposes. So this is correct. Now, these drones have another disadvantage. Their range is quite low. And FPV drones are not used generally for combat purposes. They are used for filming, shooting videos and all that. Right? It's not generally used for combat purposes, but recently it was used by Ukraine for combat purposes because Ukraine is short of money. So they are making the most of it. Now these drones are cheap. That is why Ukraine used them. Okay. So they do not have high range and mostly used for combat purposes. No, mostly used for non-combat purposes. So this statement is false. Only 1, 2 and 3. The answer is D. Alright. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. But it would add more value if you're consistent and regular with this lecture series. Make it a daily habit of yours. And please do not forget to revise this lecture just after watching it. And by revision, I mean just spend another 5 to 10 minutes taking a look at written detailed solutions to each and every MCQ discussed. Now, these solutions are available in our notes, and these notes are shared on our Telegram platform. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section just below this video. So check that out. Alright, on that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of seeing you again with another set of MCQs. Thank you, everyone.